So do me a favor, if you've heard of using essential oils, please clap your hands for me. If you've used essential oils, please clap your hands. If you use your oils today, please clap your hands. Wow, okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. So if you had asked me that question 4 years ago, there would have been no clapping. There would have probably been like crickets, a little bit of something you might have heard. But since that time, 4 years ago, I've had so many compelling experiences between myself and the people that I've guided. It all started when I had a conversation with somebody and a friend overheard me talking about how my husband hadn't slept more than 2 or 3 consecutive hours for over 12 years. And she told me to put a drop of a certain brand of essential oil on the bottom of his feet. And to be honest, I thought she was crazy. But on the other hand, we were desperate. So I took it home. I didn't tell him about it till bedtime. And he was into it because he was desperate. He had tried some other interventions. Nothing really worked. So he put it on his feet and had a nice night. Woke up in the morning, and imagine our surprise when he had slept for over 6 hours. So at that moment, we knew we wanted to know more. I started to learn all I could about using essential oils for wellness and for strengthening my foundational health, strengthening my immunity, and I learned that you could even support things like using it for everyday headaches, serious things like head injuries, your mood, stress, feelings of sadness, anxiety, depression, overwhelm, and so much more. Are essential oils magic? I know at that time that was kind of what I was asking myself. They're not. They're just volatile aromatic compounds found in the earth, and they're really just the protection for plants, for us to use to support our bodies. And the beautiful thing is, every person that chooses to use an oil has such a diverse and unique set of circumstances and lifestyle and needs that there's virtually limitless applications for you to use them to support yourself. But they don't work alone. I tell my clients to please try to make good nutritional choices. Eat the rainbow. Cheeseburgers are kind of brown, and so's the French fries and the bun. Don't overdo it. You kind of want to try to make some other good choices, like don't lay in bed and play video games all day. Drink plenty of water. Try to stick to like half your weight in ounces of water a day. Obviously, you want to get restful sleep because that's important, I learned. You also want to try to get some movement every day. If you don't belong to a gym, that's okay. Park a little further away from the supermarket or from your place of work or school. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. You can do that. But one of the prevailing themes that I have encountered with all the people that I work with is stress. No matter whether someone is 5 years old, 55 years old, or even 105 years old, everyone is dealing with some sort of anxiety. So it's really important to try to get yourself to a state of calm every day. Whether you are choosing to meditate or pray or color, play an instrument, go walk outside in nature. There's so many choices. Maybe you want to journal. The only thing missing from all of those other wonderful lifestyle decisions is adding in those beautiful antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiseptic, antiviral, aromatic compounds, essential oils. So some people kind of say to me, you know, what is this kind of fad thing? Yeah, I'm not really into it. The thing is, they've been around for thousands of years. The Egyptians were using essential oils in beauty products. I don't know if they called them products. In beauty products, in their burial rituals, their religious ceremonies. The Romans were using them for bathing and for perfumes. Hippocrates was in Greece and was using plants as medicine thousands of years ago. And in India, Ayurvedic tinctures and elixirs were being used over 5,000 years ago, and most of those are actually still in practice today. And in the 19th century, there was a gentleman whose name was René Garofas, and he coined the phrase aromatherapy, and it all went from there. So no, it's not a fad, but it is something that people are in need of now. People are looking for solutions, natural solutions. I'd love it if everyone here could have an oil experience. I have some helpers, and they're gonna walk around and they're gonna help you all to get yourselves a spot of wild orange essential oil. You're gonna put your hand out, and they are going to hand you a bottle. You're gonna take a drop and put it in your hand like this, just a drop, and pass the bottle, please. Rub your hands together gently. And go ahead and take your hands, put them together when it gets to you. Cup your hands around your nose and mouth and take a deep, deep breath. How does that feel? Do you feel that smile forming? Do you feel the corners of your mouth turning up? Right? It's a beautiful thing. It smells like somebody just peeled an orange, right? So how does that work? That tiny drop of oil is going into your nose, and it goes in through your olfactory system, and it touches on a variety of receptor sites in your brain, one of which is the limbic system, which we also know is called your emotional brain. So, knowing that, it explains why smells trigger emotions the way they do. And just by smelling something, it can take you back to another place, another time in your past. It's such a beautiful thing how an essential oil, just a smell can take you to a place so far away. Who feels happier a little bit better now that they just had that? I know I do. So let's talk a little bit about your limbic system. It's part of your brain. And the cool thing about it is it controls things like your heart rate. Mine's working. Your heart rate, your blood pressure, your mood, your memory, your respiratory system, and so many other things. So knowing that, it's easy to hypothesize how that one drop of oil can have such a profound effect on your physiological and your psychological wellness. You may have even noticed that your own mood has shifted since you just inhaled that essential oil. I know that you may have come in here thinking, you had a little bit of stress, or what's this gonna be like? I have somewhere to go in a little while. But suddenly you have a little bit more energy, you're smiling, you're thinking about how cool that is, and it smells like someone just peeled an orange. Total different mood. So another way to use an essential oil, aside from aromatically, is topically. So many people have things like old injuries. I know you hit a certain age, you have that knee pain or that kink in your neck. All you need to do is take a beautiful drop of oil that has an analgesic effect. And all essential oils have different chemical constituents and properties. You'll choose one that has an analgesic effect. Go ahead and apply it to your knee or your neck or any other part of your body that has that discomfort. And it will easily absorb into your skin and begin to aid in repair right there under your skin. And if there's a reason you can't get to that knee or that neck or something while you're having that discomfort, you could get that same repair, if you will, by just applying that same oil to the bottom of your feet. The bottom of your feet is the least sensitive skin on your body, so you know that you won't have any sensitivity to the oils there. But in addition to that, a lot of your nerve endings meet there. Has anybody ever stepped on a Lego? We know that feeling, right? There's an oil for that ouch. So anyway, the bottom of your feet is a great place to use the oils, but over time, it's going to help to support your body on a cellular level from the bottom of your feet. It goes right into your bloodstream, and it gets to where it needs to go in just a couple of minutes, sometimes even shorter. But the thing is, while it's on your skin, whether it's the feet or on that area of concern, it's also having a profound effect on other things, like your oxygenation, your circulation, and even repairing and supporting your organs. And sometimes, depending on the oil, even has effect on your neurotransmitter activity. So let's say you can't use an oil aromatically the way you just did, but you'd like to support your mood on more of a regular basis. You will take that essential oil and you'll put it on the bottom of your feet every day, morning and night. like a regular habit. Let's say you're going to tie that habit to, say, something you try to do at least twice a day, like brushing your teeth. Hopefully everybody here does that. So you'll take that oil and you'll put it on the bottom of your feet morning and night, and over time you're going to see those benefits to help increase your mood. It will have a very profound effect on you over time on such a beautiful cellular level. You will not even remember what it was like before. Another great way to use essential oils is internally. Now, I personally have used basil to add flavor to a big pot of tomato sauce on a Sunday, and I use lime and cilantro for adding some flavor to my guacamole, which I'm very proud of. And if you have a digestive issue, you might want to add a drop of peppermint oil to a cup of boiling water to support that digestion. But did you know that 1 drop of essential oil is the equivalent to 28 tea bags? So it just gives you an idea of how powerful using those oils can be. You definitely don't want to use more than a drop in any food applications. But with that, let's say you want to use oils internally to support your wellness, to help to build your immunity. Let's say somebody you know has a virus that rhymes with the blue. You're going to take oils that have constituents that can help support you with antibiotic and antiviral benefits. Something like oregano oil and not basil, but melaleuca oil. Put them into an empty vegetable capsule and take that 4 times a day, maybe every 4 hours or so. So what will happen is you're going to be supporting those symptoms and protect yourself. So whether you have the blue or someone near you has it, you're going to speed along those symptoms as well as help to protect yourself and those around you from getting it. If you can't swallow a pill, you could use those same exact oils in just an ounce of water and throw it back like a shot that same way, and you'll still get those same exact benefits. You should know that your body is meant to heal itself. These essential oils are just aiding your body in that process. These molecules have the ability to cross your blood-brain barrier in a way that most synthetics cannot do. So guys, the thing is, I feel so passionate about helping anyone and everyone learn how to support their health, their foundational health, their immunity, and so many other things using essential oils. I know I was meant to do this. When I help someone and when a child sees me from across a place and says, "There's that oil lady, she helped me sleep better. I was nervous about going away to sleepaway camp and she gave my mom this crazy roller and I took it and it worked," I can't tell you how much joy that brings me. But I also know that the people that invented prescription drugs, their intentions are amazing. They want to help people feel great. They never really suspected that the things that they put out there might cause a cascade of side effects, possibly negative. But did I mention, too, that there are very few contraindications for essential oils? So the beautiful thing is, you can use an essential oil to support something like that kink in your neck or your knee, and suddenly you realize that stuff that used to really bother you isn't even bothering you anymore. You have this other amazing positive side effect. You're not annoyed by little things. It's just a beautiful gift. Is this your better future? You better believe it is. So imagine this. You're not feeling great. You go to the doctor, and the doctor is listening to your chest. You have this tightness, a cough, or just not feeling great. And you know you've had this before. You're going to leave there with a prescription. You know that it gives you a little bit of jitters, you don't sleep great, you get a little sweaty, you want to feel better. Kind of in a conundrum. What if there was another choice? What if you could go to a clinic nearby and that same MD, that medical doctor, would hand you a bottle of essential oil instead and had a dropper bottle on the top of it and said to you, go ahead and put a drop of that under your tongue every 4 hours. Or put it on the bottom of your feet, too, to support you. Guys, that's already happening, and it can come to a city near you. But in the meantime, don't wait. You don't need to wait. You can feel empowered to make it your business, to learn everything you can about using oils to support your own wellness and that of your family. How would you feel if you went to work one day knowing you'd done such an amazing job this last year? Your boss calls you in and says, hey, you're so much more productive than you were last year. You haven't had many sick days. You haven't had any sick days. What's going on, except for when you had vacation? You have a great attitude. You're so much more productive. I'm going to increase your raise, and I'm going to give you a bonus. You are on cloud 9. You go home. You're psyched. You're telling your family about it, and your kid comes home and says, I aced my test. I haven't missed one day of school this marking period. I made all the lessons. I did all my homework. I used my oils to study and to keep me well. I didn't catch all those things that all the other kids in my class caught. And I feel fantastic. And it's because we used oils. And yes, this is happening. People all over the world are sharing these experiences in online forums every single day, and you can be one of them. You don't need to sit on the sidelines and watch this happening. You can be empowered to do this as well. Get on the train and ride along with us. This is a natural solution revolution, and I'm inviting you to take the ride. This is your better future. Thank you very much.